From Delaware's premier television company comes a new and exciting website, Delaware28.com. On Delaware28.com, you can check on the latest updates on all your favorite shows, Around Town, City Scene, Cook to Order, Product Knowledge, and The Tim Paul Show. And now you can also enjoy our live feed feature where you, too, can become a star. So don't delay and get on your computer today and check Delaware28.com. Delaware's premier television programming is now your premier website.
To get your message out to over 2 million homes, call Positive Promotions at 302-292-3994 or log on to our website at posprotv.com.
You want to clap? Go ahead.
Yeah,
It's not as loud without you out there. You did a good job. Dave Tiberi, how are you, my friend?
Tim, like always, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you're excited. I'm excited for you because we talked about it last time you on. Got back into boxing. This is your third fight now, and when I say fight, you're not actually having to get out there and do this, but you're putting it all together, promoting it, and we've got our third fight, and this is the second one at Powell Center.
Correct.
Yeah, now the Powell Center, let's talk about that, because that's kind of what the boxing, how it got you back into it, really.
Well, it's nice, Tim, because now I can hear the bells from outside the ring.
Yeah.
Hurts a lot less.
You can actually ring the bell if you want
That's
to.
right. I can stay right next to the ring keeper. That's right. I'm safe that way.
But you got a great card lined up for this. I mean, this is, I think it's a little bit better than the Delaware Park card. Not that you didn't have a good one there, but you went out of your way here. And who do you have? What's your?
Well, I think the reason people like yourself, because you're Delaware ties. Everybody likes the fact that we're having more Delaware fighters on this next one.
That's right.
And that's personal.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you have guys like Rich Stewart, my nephew Mikey. You have Ryan Belasco. I'm always afraid to leave people out, but in Philadelphia,
Ray Williams.
We're looking Danny Biddle, the Bada Bing Biddle, and then
Aaron Torres.
And Aaron Torres from Philadelphia, and he freaking
Why don't you just be?
He knows the fight better than I do.
He's sitting there reading the poster. I mean, your job is you're supposed to sit here and hold the poster up.
I was trying to make myself look good.
Just be the easel that you are and bob every now and then. There you go. But yeah, you got what an event you have going on. I mean, you got to be excited now. You got guys coming in now. Who these guys matching up? Are they coming in from Philly, Jersey?
Oh, look,
they're traveling.
They're showing you Rich now.
There's Rich Stewart, and of course, you see there. That's Mike Stewart's brother from the Contender TV series, and
he's a hard puncher, isn't he?
You see the kind of fighters you're saying.
There's Dave. Oh, here you go. Oh, no.
No, that's Aaron Torres was also from the Contender, right?
Yeah. So he is from the Contender.
From the Contender. So it's interesting is because you'll see. As you saw in the audience there, Frank Stallone flew in for one of our fights. You just never know who's going to show up at ringside here in Delaware. People love good, solid fights. And Tim, as you and I talked before the fight, and Kevin, we have, looking at right now, we're finishing a deal negotiating with ESPN.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is really awesome because what that tells you is they base that on competitive fights. And they also base that on crowd. So we got to keep getting the Delaware crowd out because Delaware loves local professional athletics.
Yeah, and where they love to watch especially local Delaware guys go at it, and a lot of them are doing extremely well. This is becoming one of the boxing areas. I mean, big time right now. You got a lot of guys that are still in it that live in the area. I mean, you talk about Hopkins, he's right, and then
Michael Spinks.
Spinks here, yeah. Butch Lewis moved to the area who used to promote fights. I mean, so you got a lot of boxing history right here upon us, and now you've gotten back here. That's what got me excited because boxing. You grew up boxing, and then when you had your I don't want to say a defeat because you really didn't get defeated.
My own controversy.
Yeah, your little controversy there in the ring. You kind of stepped aside from it and refused to have anything to do with it. But now you see a way that boxing is coming around. I mean, it is changing a little bit. They're trying to clean it up more and more every week. And now that ESPN's getting involved, HBO and those people. So, and it's brought you back.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. One writer out of, I think, California recently said, he said, David, it's neat. He's labeled me the new era of boxing because of course, now with me back in the sport, I'm in dialogue with Hopkins, and Hopkins is, of course, partners with Oscar De La Hoya. And so to be born and raised in Delaware and to be able to contribute to a sport that I grew up in that I loved. And again, I always say to people, it's not the people in the sport. There's a small percentage of it that ruin it for the majority.
Yeah.
And this is why the new era has to continue to move in the right direction. We've got to look at making sure that the fights are fair. We've got to make sure safety first, but also that the fans get good fights.
Right.
And when they come and have a good time and it's scripted and storyboarded out properly, when they leave there that night, they can say that was competitive fights. and they can enjoy the local Delaware fighters instead of always having to travel to Atlantic City and Philadelphia to watch them.
Yeah, and on top of that, you mentioned, I mean, you never know who's going to be, because you've done so much with different politicians, different people in Hollywood and stuff over the years. You never know who's going to be at ringside. Like you said, last time Sylvester Stallone's brother was there, and then you've got, I think it was
Pernell Whitaker,
Sweet
Pea, Tim Witherspoon, the heavyweight champ. Right now, I'm in regular dialogue with Marvis and Joe Frazier, Larry Holmes. And if their schedules are open, they're great. Jerry Cooney and I, we always stay in dialogue. Guys that I was in camp with over the years. And then, of course, Frank Stallone, he's talking about purists. This guy just loves the sport of boxing. And, of course, he's in the Hollywood crowd, so he's always, who else can we fly in? You know, Will Smith's from Philly, and you paid our plane ticket. No. So this is fun. And the local fans, you just don't, as you said, you don't know. And then when you come to, they're always gracious. They're signing autographs. And Delaware's not used to, I think, getting a lot of those type of celebrities in town.
Yeah,
so it's been a lot of fun.
Then bringing ESPN in, I mean, into the arena as well. I mean, that's got to be exciting. That's going to lure that many more people here. But you can check this one out because it's important we get that. This is coming Saturday night.
Correct.
Tell me.
It'll be Saturday night. We're going to pay tribute to the COPS program here in Delaware, Concerns of Police Survivors. I think it's been over 50 Delaware cops killed in the line of duty over the years. We're going to have a special recognition for the pre-fight for the national anthem built around the COPS program. As you see Rich Stewart on the screen, and he's our main event, and just I
tell you, he's a bull. He's
nonstop.
I like him now because I didn't think he had a shot at heavyweight, because those guys in heavyweight they're getting too big. I mean, you're talking 6'8", 300 pounds. That's big. And now he's dropped down. He's fighting light heavyweight, I guess.
He's going to fight light heavyweight. He was up by a cruiserweight, but now he's about 175. So Saturday night, Rich will be our big feature, and it's actually going to be a lot of fun. You know, right now, the calls this week are cool because people are calling it pre-Christmas gifts. This is like people bringing their vendors and other groups. So we're looking forward, hoping for a big crowd.
Yeah,
and this Saturday night at Hocus and Powell Police Athletic League, and it's going to be 7 p.m. It's going to be the first bout.
Yeah, so it gets started at 7, and it's scheduled. How many fights we have on the ticket? 7?
About 7 fights is our target.
Yeah, and then you always put on a show. I mean, you know, you recognize who needs to be recognized. That's
right.
And this event, like you said, is for the COPS
program. And this is also, we're also bringing a lot of attention to the Police Athletic League 5,000 square foot boxing club that we're building in Newcastle. And I think that's key to get to the public, because there's a lot of kids that are falling between the cracks that we'll be able to pick up. But also from an economic development end, what this boxing club will do, this will be one
Governor
of the largest.
Dave. Yeah, he's talking economics now.
That's right, baby. So you have a 5,000 square foot gym with 2 rings. We'll be one of the few in the country that has 2 rings. That'll attract a lot of world champions to train here.
Right, and it's just going to bring more and more people to the area.
Right.
That's for sure. Lots of luck on this one. I know the last 2 have been very successful, and you don't want to miss it. That's going to be this Saturday night, starting at 7 o'clock at the Powell in Hocus.
Hocus and Powell.
Yeah, until next time, for Dave Tiberi, stay with us. We'll be right back right after this.
Thanks, man.
To find out more about the Tim Qualls Show and other Positive Promotion productions, then log on to our website at www.posprotv.com.